कुंज विहारे जय गोपी जना वल्लभ जय गोपी जना वल्लभ यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यमुना तीर वनचारि यमुना तीर वनचारि जय कुंज विहार जय राधा माधव विहार सुंदर राधे कृष्ण बलराम जय कृष्ण बलराम जय कृष्ण बलराम जय गौरनिताय गौरनिताय जय गौरनिताय जय गौरनिताय प्रभु प्रभु निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल Swami Srila की ISKCON founder Acharya की Srila Prabhupada की जय.
Try to move it. One more picture. Let's see if it catches on. No. Not this time. It worked yesterday smoothly, isn't it?
Unless this wire is connected.
Yeah, it's connected.
We have some technical problem here.
Madhupany prabhu, mohl bys nám případně pomoci? Nefunguje nám posun obrázku na screenu, se nechytá, víš? Vůbec. Jenom základní první tam byl a potom už se celý slideshow vůbec nechytá. Ale to máš posunutý na něčem a tady to vypadá jako...
A nemáte tam zamrznutý ten obraz?
Já jsem...
Jako freeze?
Budeme muset znova to...
Tlačítko freeze, tedy.
Ale no.
Anyhow, Om Agyanatimirandasya Gyananjana Salakaya Chakshurunimritamena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manovistam Sthapitamena Bhutale Rupakadamayam Dadhati Swapadantikam Vande Guru Shri Kamalam Sri Gurun Vai Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Tam Sajivam Tam Savadutam Parijatam Krishna Chaitanya Devu Sri Radha Krishna Padano Sahagana Sri Lalita Sri Vishakhavitam Sya He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurani Sri Radhe Bhavaneshwari Prishabhanu Siddhai Pranamami Hari Priye Vanchakalpatarubhasya Kripa Sindhu Devacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namaha Namam Vishnu Krishna Bhutale Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nidina Namaste Vivekarine Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Pashita Desatarine Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasadi Gaur Bhaktivinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Krishna. So thank you for giving me opportunity to serve all of you. Any questions? So far we met last time, and if you have any questions, I can answer it. Then, if not, then we can go further up.
Máte ještě nějaké otázky, třeba zeptat, můžeme se dělat, pokud ne, tak budeme pokračovat dál.
Because some of you had come to the first session and we had day before yesterday. So if you have any question, we can discuss it.
Někteří jsou tady poprvé na první setkání, ale pokud máte nějaké otázky minule, tak můžeme diskutovat.
Yes, Prabhu.
You mentioned last time about the shortening and prolonging distances in the lotus flower of Braj.
Right.
So you mentioned, closing the because that's often the doubt of devotees how Krishna could cover the distance and then call you to the other place. Right. And now we are traveling by bus for hours. So could you elaborate on that?
Yes.
Moje otázka je, Bhadra Prabhu se zmínil o tom, že ty vzdálenosti mezi jednotlivými místy ve Vraji, tak že jsou právě na tom lotosu, když se ten lotos uzavře, tak se zkracují, když se otevře, tak se prodlužují. A já jsem chtěl jenom v tom doplnit, že mnohokrát podaní mají svoje otázky, pochybnosti, jak to vlastně je s těma vzdálenostmi, jak Krishna mohl tak rychle tu vzdálenost překonat se svými přáteli pasáčky a tak dál, takže kdyby mohl vysvětlit více.
So we are in Krishna, this is Krishna's home, this whole 12 forest are Krishna's home.
Těchto 12 lesíků, tak to je Krišnův domov.
And Krishna performs in pastimes in all these 12 forests.
A Krišna vykonává se zábavy ve všech těchto 12 lesích.
Now when Krishna has 900,000 cows, just he has 900,000 cows, but what about all the other thousands of cowboys have cows too?
Krišna má 900 000 kráv, co to bude všichni ti ostatní pasáci, kteří taky mají své krávy.
Just Mother Jasoda had thousands of maid servants to help her.
Matka Jašoda má tisíce služebnic, které jí pomáhají.
So Krishna goes from Nandagram. Nandagram is in Vrindavan. When we go to Vrindavan, our town, when we go to our Krishna Balram temple, that is just a Vrindavan town. It's not Vrindavan. It's part of the Vrindavan forest.
A Krišna jde z Nandagramu a jde do Vrindavanu, co my víme, kde je Krišna Balram Mandir, tak to je město Vrindavan.
Vrindavan forest. So Vrindavan forest includes the Govardhan, includes the Barsana, includes the Nandagram, everything included in Vrindavan forest.
Takže v tom Vrindavanském lese je zahrnuto všechno toto. Je tam Govardhan, je tam Nandagram, Barsana.
So Krishna goes to herd his cows in the morning from Vrindavan forest to Kamyavan forest.
A Krišna ráno jde pás své krávy z Vrindavanského lesa do Kamyavanu.
My arrow reaches, I don't know my arrow.
Do we have a pointer? Yeah, we should have. Just a moment.
This is, I don't know how can I put it here. It's on the top, on the left-hand side of the Jamuna, there is a Jamuna river which is the blue. And this side, on the left side, you can see there is a Nandagram written, if you can see it.
Co vidíte, tak to je řeka Jamuna a nalevo tam vidíte Nandagram.
My arrow doesn't go right. But you can see there is a written Nandagram. Just next to the Jamuna on left hand side. On the top. Right? And then all way far there is the Kamyavan. See, in the same line you can see. You see Kamyavan is written there. Now Krishna goes from there to all way there Kamyavan to herd his cows. And he has to bring those cows back at night. At present situation from Nandagram to Kamyavan is around more than 15 kilometers. So that means Krishna has to walk 15 kilometers morning to herd his cows, and in the evening 15 kilometers come back to bring his cows back to Nandagram. So 30 kilometers. This is our timing and our distance. Right? Krishna says, time I am. For him there is, in the spiritual world there is no past, there is no future. Everything is in present. So, but when he comes here on this planet, then he acts like he's like other human beings. So, but this is his house. So what happens is, how is he's going to walk 15 kilometers to go little boy? Little boy. He's not like 20, 25, 30 years age. Krishna is always, Krishna's age is, there is no question comparing it with ourselves. But the whole point is that Krishna was in a human form of when he's performing pastimes, then he was in Nandagram was 3, 4, 5, 6 years, 7 years age. And he was going.
Samozřejmě Krishna je jednoho věku, nemůžeme říct, že by nějakým způsobem stárnul, ale jak tady ten malý chlapec může vlastně ujít takovou vzdálenost, když mu nebylo 20,
So lotus is such a, if he wants to make it smaller distance, he can make a smaller distance. That's up to him. He's the Lord.
Ale pro lotos on se může takhle smrsknout a pro Krišnu to není problém, on je pán.
You know? And if he wants to increase this, and he can spare the lotus. That's up to him.
A jestli chce, tak on ten lotos zase může zvětšit a rozšířit.
So that's what I mean, that when he goes, the lotus, he wants to expand, he can expand. If he wants to close, just like Akrura, I do not think the mic. Akrura came from Mathura to Vrindavan to bring Krishna and Balaram back to Mathura because Kamsa wanted to kill.
Jako když Akrura přišel z Mathury do Vrindávanu, aby přivedl Krišnu a Balaráma do Mathury, protože Kamsa je chtěl zabít.
So now according to present distance, if we walk from Vrindavan, our Krishna Balaram temple, or from Nandagram to Mathura, we can be there in 2-3 hours walking. Of course by rickshaw half an hour.
Podle našich vzdáleností, tak my bychom z Mathury do Vrindávanu, do Krišna Balaráma mandiru nebo Nandagramu přišli za 3-4 hodiny, nebo rikshu za hodinu a půl.
But when Akrura started from Mathura to come to Vrindavan, he started in the morning, he came in the evening.
Ale když Akrura šel, tak on vyjel z Mathury ráno a přijel do Vrindávanu večer.
And same way when Akrura is bringing Krishna and Balaram from Vrindavan to Mathura, he started in the morning, he reached in the evening.
A stejně tak, když vezl z Vrindávanu Krišna a Balarámu, tak ráno vyjeli z Vrindávanu a do Mathury dorazili večer.
So now our present situation, we reach in 3 hours. How come Akrura took whole day to reach to Mathura just from Vrindavan? Question can be raised.
My dnes tam dorazíme za 3 hodiny, tak jak je možné, že to Akrurovi trvalo takhle celý den?
But the point is that Krishna's Leela's Yogamaya potency is acting there to fulfill the desire of Krishna. Purnamasi is helping here to fulfill desires. So Krishna has to just think and Purnamasi fulfills all his desires the way he wants.
Toto jsou Krišnovy zábavy a Yogamaya a Purnamasi, oni to všechno takhle aranžují podle Krišnovy touhy, jak on si přeje.
Is that clear?
To je jasné.
Any other question?
Další otázka?
Okay, so we will talk today, we cover the this is our Krishna Balaram Prabhupada Samadhi in Vrindavan. We start from there. These are our beautiful deities there.
Začneme z našeho chrámu, kde je Samadhi Shri Prabhupády a náš krásný chrám Krishna Balaram Mandir.
Krishna Balaram is Sundar. So we cover these all. Okay. So I was thinking today to talk about whole Parikramā in 1 month, or at least 1 week, where every day 3 hour morning evening session, then we can cover. But that is time limit. Time is doing his work, so we cannot do that.
Takže dneska pokryjeme jenom nějakou malou část, protože to by trvalo hodně týdnů, měsíců, takže dneska jenom na určitou část se soustředíme.
So I thought we can take major pastime today, because day after tomorrow will be last session, and I don't know how I'm going to cover whole thing. That's not possible. So I thought I would rather talk one major pastime in detail with Acharya's commentaries, so that when you go you can take that with you at home, and you can think about it.
Dnes se podíváme na jednu základu důležitou a probereme si ji hodně do hloubky, když to o tom říkají naši áčaré, abyste potom si to mohli vzít s sebou domů a přemýšlet nad tím dále.
Because if I talk all this name, this is place, this place, you're not going to remember. I mean, who's going to remember those places?
Když akorát takhle by jsem ukazoval tady ty všechny místa, říkal, jak se jmenují, tak kdo si to bude pamatovat?
I will mention it few, but mainly I thought let me just talk the passion. Is that okay? So that I can take it home philosophically. and also the pastime. That's what you want. That's what we want, right? When we do parikrama, we want to hear the philosophy. At the same time, we want to hear the detailed pastime.
Že se podíváme na tuto jednu zábavu, abyste si z toho vzali tu filozofii jako s sebou domů, protože to je to, i co děláme na parikramě, že mluvíme o filozofii a o těch zábavách, které se s tím pojí, tak jestli to je pořád.
Is that okay? Okay. So we're going to talk about this 10th canto, chapter 23.
Mluvit o zábavě z 10. zpěvu, 20.
The Brahmana's wives blessed.
Požehnání brahmanských žen.
You must have probably, some of you must have read this chapter anyhow. When you read Krishna book, you must have read this. Jagyapatnis, the wives of the Brahmanas, they were blessed by the Lord, by Krishna.
Tuto kapitolu jste jistě četli v Krishna knížce o tom, jak byly požehnány Jagyapatnis, ženy Brahmanů.
So these Brahmanas were from Mathura.
Ty Brahmanové byly z Mathury.
And their wives were very simple-hearted. Usually ladies are soft-hearted.
A jejich manželky byly velice jednoduché ženy s takovým jemným srdcem.
They had not gone through the brahmacharini ashram.
A neprošli skrze brahmacharini ashram.
They had not gone through the all initiations.
Neprošli všemi zasvěceními.
They had not learned so many scriptures like today we are learning.
A taky se neučili tolik z písem, jako to děláme dnes.
They were simple ladies.
Byly to jednoduché ženy.
But they were on the platform of the rati.
Ale byly na úrovni rati.
We know the adosraddha tatha sadhu sangha bhajan kriya anarth nivritisya nishtha ruchi asakti prem bhava and prema. So they were on the platform the ruchi.
Známe tyto úrovně odané služby a oni byli na úrovni rati.
Now, yes. Now how they reached there, we will talk about it.
Teď o tom budeme mluvit.
So Krishna fulfilled the desires of these bride wives, the brahmanas, he performed these pastimes.
Krishna vyplnil touhy těchto brahmanských žen, když vykonal tuto svou zábavu.
Usually when Krishna goes in the morning to herd his cows, Mother Jasoda gives him the lunch bag.
A když jde Krishna ráno pát své krávy, tak matka Jašoda mu dá balíček s obědem.
All the cowherd boys, their mothers, they give them lunch, and they go with the cows. They go, and the cows are grazing in the fields. And the Krishna and Balaram, they have hanged their lunch on the big tree, and they just plays around. This is what Krishna does.
A taky všichni pasáci dostanou obědové balíčky od svých maminek, oni jdou takhle ven s těmi krávami, tam se pasou a oni si tam jenom hrají kolem a zavěsí ty své obědové balíčky někam na strom.
Even when he's killing the demons, Krishna is not. From 200 Shyam Sundar is not killing demons. His Vishnu form is killing the demons, even in Vrindavan, even in this forest.
Krishna, když zabíjí démony, tak on je zabíjí ve své Vishnu podobě, ne jako dvouruký Shyama Sundar.
He just plays around with his friends, with the gopis. With Radharani, the gopis, he performs the pastimes, and he just, when he comes home, Mother Jasoda takes care of him in the morning, at night, in the morning he bathes him and all prepare him ready to go to herd the cows and the calves.
Ve Vrindávanu si Krishna jenom hraje ať už s pasáčky nebo s gopími, s Radharani, potom přijde večer domů, matka Jašoda se o něho postará a zase ráno ho vypraví, aby šel pást krávy.
And Vrindavan forest is filled with the fruits. The fruits and everything is there in the forest. Fruits. Herbs, fruits, everything is there growing. So all this time, because Krishna was performing the pastime to please these wives of the Brahmanas, he performed this pastime.
Ale Krishna chtěl vyplnit touhu a potěšit tyhle brahmanské ženy, takže proto vykonával tuto zábavu.
So what he did is that all the cowherd boys, they are hungry.
Tak a co on udělal? Všichni pasážci měli hlad.
So Brajvasis, for them everything is Krishna.
A pro Brajvasi všechno je Krishna.
Any difficulties come, whom they call out? Krishna.
Když se něco děje, tak koho volají Krishna?
Anything need to be done, whom they call out? Krishna.
Prostě neustále jenom volají Krishna.
Whom we gonna call out where we are difficult? Think about it. We have to think about it ourselves. If I really get into difficulties, whom am I gonna call out?
I nemusíme přemýšlet nad tím, koho my voláme, když se dostaneme do nějakých těžkostí.
And we'll be tested at the time of the death.
A v čase smrti to bude velký test pro nás.
At the time of the death, whom am I going to call out? Am I going to calling out my wife or my husband or my children or my parents or my friends? Whom am I going to call out?
Koho budeme volat v čase smrti? Svého manžela, manželku, přátele, maminku.
So we are practicing Krishna consciousness, practicing so that at the time of the death, we can call out Hare Krishna.
My praktikujeme vědomí Krišny, abychom v čase smrti mohli volat Hare Krishna.
What Srila Prabhupada did. Srila Prabhupada established whole society, 108 temples, wrote 60 or 70 books, traveled 40 times, whatever, 12 or 40 times on this globe, managed whole society. But the time when he was living body, whom he called out?
To dělá Srila Prabhupada. On cestoval po celé světě 14 a otevřel 108 chrámů, napsal 60-70 knih a potom čase smrti, koho on volal?
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
That's what he said.
To on řekl.
Right. So Srila Prabhupada is an example, contemporary example for us that at the time of the death, by practicing Krishna consciousness, ultimately I want to deepen my faith in such a way that I pray to Krishna. Krishna will be so calm, will be merciful that I call out to him at the time when I leave this body.
Krishna Prabhupada je pro nás takým příkladem, že tím, že rozvíjíme své vědomí Krishna, získáme takovou víru, že v čase smrti budeme volat na Krishnu, který bude tak milostivý, že se o nás postará.
So for Brajvasis, Krishna is everything.
Pro Brajvasi se Krishna vším.
And that's what Srila Prabhupada told us. If you know Krishna, you don't need to know anything. That's it. You know Krishna, that's it. You know everything. So here for Brajvasis, any problem they come to Krishna. So they ask Krishna, we are hungry. So at that time, the Brahmanas from Mathura, they could not perform the Yajna in Mathura because Kamsa was ruling, and if Kamsa found out that Brahmanas are doing Yajna in Mathura, then he will kill them. So the Brahmanas were performing Yajna at the border of the Mathura and Vrindavan. They were performing the Yajna, it's called a Sopan. They were performing Yajnas.
Takže proto tito brahmani prováděli své jagy vlastně na hranici Matury a Vrindávanu.
But they were performing Yajna, they were learned. They had three initiations.
Měli tři zasvěcení.
3 births, let's put it that way. One birth is from their mother.
První zrození.
One birth is for them to be a Brahmana.
Druhé zrození je
And a third birth they consider as a perform the Yajnas.
To třetí zrození to bylo považováno, že to je právě vykonávání jagy.
They were learned. They were philosophically learned. They had a knowledge of the scriptures.
Byli filozoficky vzdělaní, měli poznání z písem.
But they were in ignorance.
Ale byli v nevědomosti.
They were performing the Yajna to not to go to the spiritual world, to go to higher planets.
A vykonávali jagy ne proto, aby šli do duchovního světa, ale aby šli na vyšší planety.
So all the cowherd boys are saying that nearby there is the cowherd boys are saying to Krishna and Balaram that there is nearby that these Brahmanas are performing the Yajna. And what we perform Yajna for? To please who?
Posadci říkali Krishně a Balarámovi, že tady opodál jsou brahmani, kteří vykonávají jagy. No a komu?
When we are in these days we are doing the Sankirtan Yajna. To please who?
V dnešním věku my děláme sankirtan jagna, abychom potěšili koho?
Please who? Krishna.
Krishna.
Right? So these Brahmins are performing Yajna, supposed to be there pleasing Krishna, but they were completely ignorance.
Tito brahmani měli provádět tu jagnu proto, aby potěšili Krishnu, ale oni byli v úplné nevědomosti.
So Krishna is telling to cowherd boys that you go to the Brahmanas and ask for some food. Now cowherd boys usually they eat. I mean the prasad in opulence. One thing about Radharani cooks for Krishna, and every time she cooks is completely new variety. Not same dal, rice and chapati and sabji. Not same thing. Every time she cooks different.
A ti pasáci, jak jedí, on vlastně ještě má ty radhany, když vaří, tak je to pokaždé něco úplně jiného, nejenom to stejné sabji, dál, čapáty, vždycky to je něco úplně nového.
So that means, imagine how many varieties must be there in the spiritual world.
Tak si představte, jaká různorodost je v duchovním světě.
Right? We have here Italian food, pizza and pasta, and Mexican food, and the Chinese food, and Japanese food, Indian food. But here you're talking about and I don't know, Czech Republic must have some food also, I'm sure, special variety.
Takže my vlastně máme třeba italskou pizzu a těstoviny, potom mexickou kuchyni, indickou, v Čechách taky máte určitě nějakou typickou kuchyni.
But here Radharani is cooking, every time she cooks completely new varieties, completely new. Krishna is not even tasted there. So that means imagine how much varieties must be there in the spiritual world. And we want that. In our life also we want varieties, isn't it? Always we want varieties, right? Isn't it? When we go to our wives and say, our wives say, I'm going to cook this. No, cook something else today. Huh? See? So this is the variety. That's because it's in spiritual world, so we are in material world, so we want varieties. But the cowherd boys, they eat the Bhadra, means rice with yogurt. So that's why it says Bhadra and Bihari, because there is a temple there of deities of Bhadra and Bihari. So Krishna is sending to the cowherd boys to go to the Brahmanas, ask for something, ask for some food. So Brahmanas, now these boys were from the village, but they knew, because in Jagya, the Brahmanas were performing Karma Kanda Jagya, they were not performing Sankirtan Jagya. So Brahmanas, these boys, even though they were from the village, the Karma Kanda Jagya, you can ask for the bag for food after a certain stage in that Jagya. If you go before, they will say no. But Brahmanas boys knew, these cowherd boys knew when to ask. At what step? So boys went there. Now they also paid obeisance, because the Brahmanas are Brahmana, higher caste, Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, and cowherd boys are Vaishya. They are Vaishyas. They were the cowherd. They protect the cows, herd the cows. They till the field. That's what they do. So as being a Vaishya, these cowherd boys, they paid obeisances to the Brahmanas. So they paid obeisances and they asked the Brahmanas, please, Krishna had told to them, don't give my name to them. You tell that the Balaram is here. Because Brahmana know that I'm Krishna, but I'm Vaishya. But Balaram is Sudra because he is born from the Vasudeva. Kshatriya. So just tell, Krishna is telling to just tell the Brahmanas that Balaram is here and we are hungry. But Brahmanas even didn't even notice them. They were so busy in their jagya, they didn't even care for them. They are here.
brahmaníci si jich ani skoro nevšimli, byli tak zaneprázdní pro svoji jagiu, že vůbec
Now remember these cowherd boys were looking beautiful, effulgent.
Ti pasáci byli úplně překrásní a zářiví.
But the Brahmanas didn't care for it.
Ale brahmani se o ně vůbec nezajímali.
So Brahmanas, the cowherd boys told to Brahmanas, look, you are at this stage now, and on your Jagya performance, you can give us, because this is a time you can give the food. We are here to beg.
A pasáci říkali, no ale teďka už přišla ta vaše jagia do takového stádia, už nám můžete dát to jídlo, o které vás žádáme.
But Brahmanas didn't realize that here they are performing the Jagya, and Lord is coming here to ask for the food, which is they are doing for the perform Jagya to please the Lord, and Lord is coming himself. Lord is coming here to give them the mercy to ask for the food, and Brahmanas didn't even notice, they didn't even care for the boys.
Ale brahmani vůbec si neuvědomili to, že oni dělají nějakou jagiu, proto vlastně nepotěšili Pána a Pán sám přichází, dává jim takhle svou milost a žádá je o něco. Vůbec je to nezajímalo.
So the boys left, because boys said either you say yes or no. If you want to give yes, you say no, tell us. Brahmanas didn't even say, they didn't even care for it.
Ti chlapci tedy odešli, protože brahmani vůbec jim neřekli ani ano, ani ne, vůbec se oni nezajímali, takže šli pasáčci pryč.
So they went back to Krishna and telling Krishna, look, you send us, but they didn't even care for us.
Tak se vrátili zpátky ke Krishnovi a říkali, no tak ty si nás tam poslal, ale oni si nás vůbec ani nevšimli.
Now you have to understand that the relationship of the cowherd boys and Krishna is a friendship. In the friendship they can joke.
A vztah mezi pasáčky a Krishnou je tak přátelství, když na takové úrovni mohou žertovat.
In fact, as I told last time, if they are playing the games, and in Krishna's party is losing the game, and the policy is that the person losing party has to become a horse, and the winner party will sit on their lap, on their back, and Krishna is losing, and Krishna has to become a horse, and the winner party will sit on the horse. Krishna cannot say that I am the God, I am the supreme personality of Godhead. You cannot. I cannot. I am loser, but I am supreme. You cannot do that. No. Cowherd boy said that you are not supreme here. You are a friend, our friends. You will have to become a horse, and we're going to sit on you, and you have to give us a ride. That is the relationship Krishna has with the cowherd boys, with the gopis, with the parents.
Ale jsme se bavili o tom, že když si pasáčci takhle spolu hrají, tak mají takovou hru, kdy vlastně je tak zařízeno, že ten, kdo prohraje, tak se stane vlastně koněm a musí ty výherce, ty, co vyhrají, tak je nosit na svých ramenů. No a neexistuje, že by Krishna, ten prohraje, řekl, tak já jsem ten nejvyšší, já jsem Bůh, takže nikoho vozit nebudu. Ne, ty si prostě prohrál a jelikož jsme přátelé, tak my teďka budeme si tobě na ramenou a ty nás budeš vozit.
So Krishna said, you go to the wives of the Brahmanas, they are there, go to them.
A Krishna jim tedy řekl, no tak běžte za manželkami těchto Brahmanů.
Cowherd boy said, yeah, we know, you have a relationship with all these ladies, isn't it? So you want us to go to the ladies, isn't it?
A pasáčci říkají, no my víme, ty máš vztahy se všemi těmi ženami, tak proto chceš, abychom tam šli, je to tak?
Krishna says, please go.
A Krishna řekl, no jděte.
You don't even tell them that I am hungry. Just tell them, to the wives of the Brahmanas, tell them that Krishna is here nearby.
A běžte tam, ani neříkejte, že mám hlad, jenom jim řekněte, že jsme tady poblíž.
The cowherd boys said, okay, we will go. As you're telling us. It's like the devotees when they go out to book distribution, right? They go to the one person doesn't give response. Do they stop distributing books? They go to the next person, go to next. So similarly, Krishna is telling, go to the wives of the Brahmanas. Ask them, tell them that I'm just here nearby.
Jako odaní, když rozdávají knihy, tak jdou k jednou osobou, tak odmítne, tak neskončí, jdou prostě k jiné osobě. A stejně tak Krishna řekl pasáčkům, tak teďka běžte za manželkami těch Brahmanů.
So why now when the cowherd boys went there, then what the wives of the Brahmans were doing, they were sitting, they were talking about Krishna.
A když tam přišli pasáčci, tak co dělali ty manželky Brahmanů? Oni seděli a mluvili o Krishně.
They were talking with each other, our wives, they were talking with each other about the Krishna.
Tyto manželky Brahmanů mezi sebou hovořili o Krishnovi.
They had heard about Krishna so much.
Tolik o Krishnovi slyšeli.
that it is called that their ears were filled with hearing the past about Krishna.
Je řečeno, že jejich uši byly naplněny nasloucháním zábav Krishna.
But they had not seen Krishna.
Ale oni neviděli Krishnu.
It is called Vipralamba, right? Vipralamba, when you hear, and this is what Srila Prabhupada had given us. 24-hour, hear about Krishna, think about Krishna, right? Chant and glories about Krishna.
A to je Vipralamba, že my nasloucháme o Krishnovi. A to je to, co nám dal Srila Prabhupada, že my nasloucháme o Krishnovi 24 hodin.
So, cowherd boys went to the wives of the Brahmanas and they are saying, Krishna is here nearby. As soon as they heard Krishna's name, they become unconscious in the bliss. So much bliss. Then they are chastising their mind. That you mind, Krishna is here and this is a time to become unconscious. Get up. We have to go. Krishna is here. So without saying to the Brahmanas, their husbands, they took all the food. Four kinds of food. What are the four kinds of food we talk? Chaturvida bhajante mam. We talk. We chant in the morning in the spiritual master prayers. Right? Chaturvida bhajante mam. What are the four kinds of food we talk about? Question. Sorry? Chewing, licking, then drinking, sucking. Right? Four kinds. So see, they took the brides of the Brahmanas, the wives took all the foods without asking their husbands. They got ready and they went to Krishna. Some Brahmanas were stopping, but they didn't stop, they just left. Because Krishna is here. When Krishna is there, today in the class we heard, right? When Krishna is there, then because that is our national constitutional position. We are servant of Krishna. That is our real relationship with Krishna. Because that is our eternal relationship. That is what we are. We are constitutionally, we are part parcel of, we are spirit soul. The relationships which we have at present is temporary. So as soon as they heard this, even the husband were talking, they left. They took all the foods and went to Krishna. So they saw Krishna. Krishna was, his one hand, left hand was on his cover of his friend. They saw Krishna with the yellow garments. They saw with a peacock feather. They saw him with their earrings were not the real earrings. They were made up of the leaves, because he is in the forest, tied up the belt with the forests, bamboos, like that. He looked like a theatrical artist to them. So his left hand is on the shoulder of the cowherd, his friend, and his right hand he has the lotus, and he is twirling the lotus. The wives were so happy to see because they had heard about it. Now they are seeing him. So before their ears were through the ears they were hearing. But now with their eyes they are drinking the beauty of that Krishna whom they had talked so much about it. Huh? And now that boy, Krishna whom they had heard about, he's right in front of them. Imagine.
A teď svýma očima mohou vidět Krišnovu krásu, toho Krišny, o kterém tolik slyšeli, a teď už ho mohou vidět tváří v tvář.
So with their eyes they were drinking the beauty of this Krishna.
Těma očima pili Krišnovu krásu.
So Krishna, as soon as they saw the Krishna, now why he was twirling lotus? The Acharya said that he is twirling the lotus because that way he was churning the hearts of these wives of the Brahmanas. He was churning their heart with love.
Tím lotosem, tak Acharya vysvětlují, že on kvedlal srdce těch žen Brahmanů, aby vykvedlal lásku.
And they were drinking with the ears and eyes. They were drinking the beauty. So they were feeling like we are embracing this beautiful boy Krishna, whom we had heard so much.
Oni s těma ušima i očima pili Krišnovu krásu a přemýšleli, jak toho malého chlapce Krišnu objímají, toho, o kterém tolik slyšeli.
So Krishna, as usual, Krishna says, so yeah, I'm glad you come here. Your coming here is very glorious. You wanted to see me. I'm here now.
Krishna říkal jako obvykle, tak pěkné, že jste tady, vaše touha mě vidět je velice slavná, tak vy jste sem přišli, já jsem tady.
Then you have attended me now. What can I do for you?
Jste mě dosáhli, a co pro vás mohu udělat?
So of course, wives of the Brahmanas, he wanted the food. That's why we have come here. The food for we have brought the food for you. So the wives were in the highest prema here, on the stage of prema now. Prem. So they are now, Krishna is telling them, and they are drinking the beauty. They are keep looking at him, drinking the beauty of this Krishna little boy. So then Krishna says that now, okay, now you have to go back home. So imagine, you have Krishna in front of you, and he tells to go back. He said, look, I'm Paramatma. Paramatma is within your heart. So you go home. I'm Parama, as a Paramatma is in your heart. But Krishna said, Gopi said, wait a minute. You talking about Paramatma within heart, but what about Paramatma who is standing right in front of us? What about him? So they don't want. They said, Krishna says, but your husband needs you there because they are performing the yajna. In Karmakanda Yajna, wife and husband both are needed to perform this yajna. In Sankirtan Yajna, we don't need a wife or we don't need a husband, right? Right? In Sankirtan Yajna, we don't need a wife or we don't need a husband. But here, Karmakanda Yajna, they need wives. So Krishna is telling that you go because your husband says to perform yajna, and they will leave him, they will leave you. The wife says, you go. Wife says, we will stay here in the forest. And we will I know we are wives of the Brahmanas and you love the Brajvasi ladies, we know that. So what we will do is we will clean the forest, we will stay in the forest, we clean the forest, we will make a nice shade, and we will take the lotus, the tulsi offered to your lotus feet, and we will just keep that, and we will serve. We'll serve the Vrajvasi, the gopis who are coming, we will serve them. We will help them. We will assist them.
My víme, že ty máš velice rád dívky z Bradži, pastačky, takže my zůstaneme v lese, budeme ho hezky čistit a upravovat a budeme brát tu vlastnictví potusových nohou a budeme takhle sloužit vlastně těm pastačkám.
From the young Brahmanas, wives are saying from the young age, look, we have heard the sweetness of your form, qualities, and all your beauties. We have heard about it from the youth.
Říkali, od mládí my už slyšíme o sladkosti tvých vlastností a zábav, co to všechno slyšeli už od časného mládí.
And they said, we have no shelter.
My nemáme jiné útočiště.
If we go back, if we go to our husbands, then husbands will probably chastise us and kill us. They will not accept.
Když se vrátíme k našim manželům, tak oni nás budou kárat a možná nás zabijí, nebudou nás přijímat zpátky.
Krishna said, no, you go there. If you love me, Krishna says, if you love me, then you should do what I'm telling you to do.
A Krishna říká, ne, běžte zpátky a pokud mě milujete, tak budete dělat to, co vám řeknu.
And as far as husbands is concerned, they will accept you.
A co týče vašich manželů, oni vás přijmou zpět.
Because ultimately Krishna is also within their heart.
Protože v konečném smyslu Krishna je v jejich srdcích.
Right? And they will not just that, but they are performing yajna, and the demigods will also help them to brahmanas to not to chastise you or not to hurt you.
A oni vykonávají ty jaký a polobozy pomohou taky v tom, aby oni vás nekárali a aby vám neublížili.
So wives, but when our desire will be fulfilled, Krishna says that direct contact with me will not produce love or increase attraction for me. Direct contact with me will not produce love or increase attraction for me.
Krishna říkal, přímý kontakt se mnou nevytvoří lásku nebo nezvýší přitažlivost, kterou máte k mně.
Create more intense, he said, the longing in separation will create more intense attraction to me.
Ale zvyšování toho odloučení ode mě, tak to vytvoříte.
Therefore absorb your minds in me and you will attain me soon.
Ponožte do mě svou mysl a brzy mě dosáhnete.
This is the Vipralamba Bhava. And this is Lord Chaitanya gave us, right? In the serving Krishna in the separation. See, that's what Lord Chaitanya gave us. See? So wives understood and they left. They left Krishna. And of course they left all the food, so cowherd boys and Krishna and Balaram, they are having good time with that food. So when the wives went home, but actually they were so absorbed in their prema, their bodies had become spiritualized now. You know, they were with their husbands, their body was with their husband, but their whole consciousness was with Krishna.
A ty ženy se vrátily domů za svými manželi, ale úplně se z duchovního celé jejich tělo, ačkoliv to tělo zůstávalo doma, tak jejich celé srdce bylo s Krishnou.
Now Krishna wanted, when he saw the wives of the Brahmanas, his Leela Shakti wanted to embrace these wives because they are the lovers of Krishna. They love Krishna so much.
A Krishna si přál svou Leela Shakti, tyto ženy obejmou, protože oni jsou jako milenci.
But his other Shakti stopped Krishna.
Ale jeho další Shakti ho zastavila.
Said, no, you cannot do it.
Říkala, ne, to nemůžeš.
Because they are married, they are wives of the Brahmanas and they are not Brajvasis yet.
Protože oni nejsou Brajvasi, oni jsou dané za manželství Brahmanů.
So you cannot do that.
Takže to nemůžeš udělat.
So Krishna had told them that the wives were so much in love with this Krishna that even though Krishna was not embracing, but they felt like that they were completely. They felt like they were the wife, they were Krishna's lovers.
A tyto ženy tolik Krišnu milovali, že ačkoliv nebyli schopni ho obejmout, tak oni to cítili, protože oni milovali Krišnu.
So wives of the wives, when they went there back to their husbands to sacrificial where they were performing yajna, and these husbands, Krishna within heart gave them intelligence. So husbands were actually not happy that what they did was not good. Our boys came here to ask for the food and we didn't give it to them. They realized that.
Když se ty ženy vrátily zpátky ke svým manželům, tak vlastně Krišna jim dal inteligenci a oni dokázali pochopit, že to, co oni udělali, nebylo dobré, že těm masáčkům nic nedali.
They were thinking, we have 3 births, we got all this knowledge, we are scripturally knowledge, and what we did is we hate ourselves that we didn't hear the Lord came here to ask for the food and we didn't give it to him.
Co my jsme to udělali, my máme 3 zrození, všechno tohle poznání s písem, ale my jsme Pánu nedali jídlo, tak proto se nemáme rádi, nesnášíme se.
They were repentant. Brahmanas were repentant for, here they are performing yajna to please Krishna. Krishna comes and they don't give it to him.
To Brahmani velice litovali toho, že dělali jajnu pro potěšení Krišnu a Krishna sám přišel a oni mu nic nedali.
They are saying that we are offender. And these wives are actually our gurus. They are our spiritual master. So they are criticizing themselves amongst each other. So then wives possess the love for Krishna which is impossible for us to understood. This is what Brahmanas are thinking. Brahmanas' husbands are thinking. And they could see that their wives didn't have attachment for the husband or for the son or daughter. They had no attachment. So like this way, of course then Brahmanas decided that Krishna is still nearby, we should go. We should ask for the forgiveness, right? When we offend some Vaishnava, we go to them and ask for forgiveness, right? We ask for please forgive me. But still Brahmanas were afraid. They were fearful. They were fear of Kamsa. This is the way Maya act on them. In the evening they all decided that we will go to see Krishna. Some agreed, some didn't agree, but then they didn't go to see Krishna. But the wives, so the point is that Maya in the form of fear, they stopped them to go to Krishna. But the wives, they didn't care for it. They didn't care for Kamsa. Kamsa will kill them, it doesn't matter. Right? They just left without saying anything to anybody. That is the love. See. And some of the Brahmanas didn't allow their wives to go to see Krishna. Stop them. And these wives whom they didn't allow, they were so absorbed in Krishna, heard so much that they just left the body right in front of their husband. They left the body and they went back to Godhead.
Ty ženy, které takhle nepustili k manžele, ale oni tolik mysleli na Krišnu, tak prostě rovnou na místě opustili své tělo a šli zpátky k Bohu před zraky svých manželů.
So today's verse was exactly what we are talking about here, the wives of the Brahmanas. I took you together to please Krishna. Right? That's what the verse was today.
Dnešní verš byl přesně tady o tom, jak těšit Krišnu.
Now the question can be raised that how they heard about about Krishna. How they are in Mathura. They are wives of the Brahmanas. How they heard about Krishna?
Můžeme se zeptat, tak oni jsou těmi brahmanů z Matury, jak oni slyšeli o Krishnovi.
Any speculation?
Nějaká spekulace?
Anyone has an answer? Yes.
They heard from the cowherds when they came to pay the tax, and also when they came to trade the milk products.
Yes.
What happened? Yes. Kteří přišli jednak platit daně a jednak obchodovat se mléčnými produkty.
Ladies from Mathura, ladies from Vrindavan, they would bring the fruits and flowers and everything to sell to the brides of the Brahmanas. Because Brahmana perform their yajna and they need fruits and flowers. So these ladies from Vrindavan would supply to the wives of these Brahmanas all these necessary things.
Čili z Vrindávanu dodávali vlastně ovoce a květy těmto ženám Brahmanů, které potřebovali pro vykonávání té jagy.
And we know ladies when they meet each other, what they do.
A víme, když se ženy setkají, co dělají?
What they do? Talking, right? So they talk, and they all these wives, the ladies from the Vrindavan, they talk about, but the good that they're talking about Krishna. They would talk every day. They come and they would talk about Krishna, everything. What Krishna did, what Krishna was wearing, where did he go today, what time he got up, everything they talk about Krishna.
Dobré ženy z Vrindávanu, že oni mluví o Krishnovi, cokoliv, co Krishna udělal, co měl na sobě, kam šel, kolik se vrátil, oni mluví jenom o Krishnovi.
Men are a little bit reserved to talk to someone if you don't know.
Muži jsou trochu rezervovaní mluvit s někým, koho neznáš.
But ladies, even if they don't know other person, they will talk with them and make a friendship. Am I right?
Ale ženy, když se neznají, tak spolu mluví a zpřátelí se, je to tak?
So this was the point. What was the first thing in the Navada Bhakti? What is the first thing?
Takže jaká byla vlastně ta první otázka?
In 9 process, what is the first thing? Shravanam.
První Shravanam.
So all these wives, we learned lesson from this pastime that the wives of the Brahmanas, they were hearing, and that's what today's verse was, right? Hearing Krishna Katha, chanting the holy name, right? That's what the verse was today. So this is where the by hearing. So our process is also, our starts with hearing Krishna Katha. So this pastime took place here, and there is a nice temple there on the top of the hill. Here is Krishna Balram. Any questions? What time I have to complete this? 12:15.
12:15 is supposed to be end because 12:30 starts the another.
Okay, so any question? I mean, there's so much to show, but I don't know. Any questions as far as this pastime is? So that's why I thought, let me give these details so you can take something home and think about it. Yes, Prabhu. Good question.
My question is that these wives of Brahmanas, which were not allowed to visit Krishna, they left body and went directly to Godhead, back to Godhead. But how they could left to Godhead if they already were in spiritual world Krishna's pastime?
Ty ženy Brahmanů, které tak opustili tělo a šli zpátky do duchovního světa, tak jak oni mohli jít, když oni vlastně už byli v duchovním světě.
The wives of the Brahman whom they don't allow their wives, they were there, but they were so absorbed in Krishna. Just like, take I forgot the name, forgot it, called the special word in Sanskrit. Just like Rukmini. Rukmini had heard so much about Krishna. And her brother Rukmi wanted to have her marry with Shishupal. Right? And marriage, everything was arranged. But she was so much absorbed in Krishna, she had heard about it. She had not seen him. Right? But she has heard so much that she's sending a Brahmana with a note that, look, Krishna, if you don't come, I'm going to I will commit suicide. I will kill myself. Right?
Ty Když ženy brahmanů byly tak porušené Krišnovi, stejně jak pamatujeme Rukmini, která taky Krišnu neviděla, o něm hrozně moc slyšela a byla jenom připoutaná. Její bratr Rukmi, on chtěl, aby si vzala Šišupála, což ona vůbec nechtěla, takže proto ona poslala toho brahmanského poslíčka, aby řekl Krišnovi, že si mě musí vzít, jinak já opustím tělo, chci žít.
So similarly, the wives of the Brahmanas had heard so much about Krishna, but their husbands were stopping them.
Stejně tak ty ženy brahmanů tolik o Krišnovi slyšeli, ale jejich manželé je zastavili.
But their heart was so longing, was so absorbed in Krishna that they just left the body just like that, leave their material body there, but spirit soul left.
Jejich srdce byla tak porušená v Krišnovi a tolik ho milovali, že prostě jenom zanechali své hmotné tělo a jenom ho opustili.
Yes.
The question was like how they could go back to Godhead by leaving their body when actually they were in the spiritual world with Krishna.
Yeah, but Krishna is created. Krishna when came here, he has his Bhoma Vrindavan, but there is a Vrindavan up there too. So we're gonna go there.
Že Krishna, když sem přichází, tak tady stvoří Bhoma Vrindavan, ale je duchovní Vrindavan, takže my musíme jít tam.
So those wives have material body, not spiritual body.
The material body is spiritualized because thinking so much about it. They so absorbed in it that the Krishna is pouring their mercy, because Krishna is there, but Krishna knows that some of the wives are not allowed, right? He's what do you call the omnipotent, omniscient, right? He knows what we're doing at present here, right? So Krishna knew that some wives are not allowed. So Krishna, by his mercy, their spirit soul is leaving the bodies. Material bodies stay here.
Pak ještě byla otázka, jestli tam měly duchovní nebo hmotná těla. Takže mu říká, že Krishna, jakož on je všemohoucí, tak vlastně ta těla byla zduchovněna, ale ta hmotná těla byla zanechána tady.
Any other question?
Další otázky?
Yes, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much. Ďakujem veľmi pekne za hlboké pochopenie toho celého dejstva.
Thank you very much for the deep understanding of the whole pastime.
A napriek tomu mám jednu otázku ohľadom tých brahmanov, ktorí mali to pochopenie tej obeti, že karma pasta.
And the question is regarding the Brahmanas who had understanding of the yajna being karma kanda.
Ako oni potom pochopili, akým spôsobom oni pochopili, že má byť ľúto toho, že sa Krishna potom zjavil, pretože oni to pochopenie na začiatku nemali.
So how it actually came to pass that they understood they should repent, that they didn't do what Krishna wanted. So how they could understand it?
Because they remember that their wives are already with Krishna.
Pamatujte na to, že jejich ženy už byly s Krishnou.
And Krishna is within the heart of the Brahmanas also.
A Krishna je taky v srdci těch brahmanů.
That is Paramatma.
Paramatma.
You see. So he's igniting that Krishna within the heart is igniting them to understand that wives are, your wives are better than you guys.
A Krishna takhle zevnitř ze srdce jim dal to pochopení, že vaše ženy jsou mnohem lepší, než jste vy.
Because wives were afraid, they didn't want to come. They thought, we go home, the Brahmanas will kill us. Because we didn't ask them, all the jagya food, we just took it.
A ty ženy říkají, když se vrátíme domů, tak oni nás zabijí, ty naši manželé.
Hare Krishna. Yes, Mataji.
Krishna, he told to the Brahmana wives that they will not get more, they will not get, only by Vipralamba Seva,
Vipralamba Bhava.
Their bhakti will grow. The bhakti will not grow by seeing him directly. But at the same time in the story, it looks like that they got spiritualized their body and they got from Ruchi to Prema by seeing Krishna. So what's this controversy?
What is the controversy?
Yeah, it looks like...
Controversy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Já jsem se to, že vlastně Krišna řekl těm brahmanským ženám, že oni vlastně se nezvětší jejich bhakti tím, že ho uvidí přímo, ale tím, že na něj budou vzpomínat. Ale přitom v tom příběhu to tak vypadá, že oni vlastně přešli ze stadia ručí do prémy a díky tomu, že vlastně viděli Krišnu.
So, they don't understand these wives of the Brahmanas are their wives still. They are not, they love, paramore love for Krishna, but they are still wives of the Brahmanas.
Ženy brahmanů mají takovýhle milenecký vztah ke Krišnovi, ale stále jsou to manželky brahmanů.
And they are wives, so they want to help there because as a social etiquette, they are still married, they are with the husbands, their brahmanas are there, and they perform the yajna.
To je podle etikety, oni jsou stále manželky brahmanů, kteří tam vykonávají tu jagnu.
Now when it happens to gopis,
Když se to stane gopí,
right, when Krishna played the flute, gopis came, right? And gopis say, yeah, what, you want to see the forest? Here is the forest, now you go home.
A když Krishna na flétnu přišel tam gopí, tak on říká, no tak chcete vidět les, tak tady jste ho viděli a běžte domů.
Did gopis went home? No.
Šli gopí domů, ne?
Huh? They chant the Gopi Git.
Potom zpívali gopí gitu.
Right? So this is the difference between the gopis here of Vrajavasis, and here the wives of the Brahmanas, they are from Mathura.
A to je rozdíl mezi Vrajavasis gopis a těmi manželkami brahmanů, které jsou z Mathury.
See? But the whole point is that they had a darshan of Krishna and they were so absorbed, but and they were the wives of the Brahmanas, but still they were in the house, but they didn't have intimate relationship anymore with their husbands because their main absorption was Krishna.
Takže to je vlastně ten rozdíl, že oni I didn't get you. They didn't have any more relationship with their husbands.
They no intimate relationship, even though they are in the house staying. See. Now Brahma-Vaivat Puran gives one more information about this. According to Brahma-Vaivat Purana, these wives of the Brahmanas were the wives of the Saptarishis in our planets. And they were there, the Agni, the fire god, touched them. So one of the rishis, I think was Angirasi, he cursed them. He told that the wives of the wives that they have to go on this, they have to go on this earthly planet. And he also cursed to Agni, fire. And the the curse to the fire god was that they will throw everything in you. So in the fire they have the body, they have tires, they have all the junk they throw in the fire, right? This was a curse because Bhadra received the curse. So the wives paid obeisance to Rishi that please, it's not our fault. We are abla, we are chaste. It's not, we haven't done anything. Hare Krishna. It is not our fault. Agni is the one who touches. Please. So the Rishi said, no, you go because curse is, once this curse given, you cannot take it. You go, but Krishna will, when you will have a darshan of Krishna, and then Krishna will have darshan, then you will go back and Krishna will create another wives, the Brahman. So what happened is that, according to Brahma Purana, when they saw Krishna, and Krishna says, you have to go home. So they said, no, how can we go home? So the plane came, and all this went back, and the Krishna created another wives of the Brahmanas. They came there and went to home, and they were actually wives of the Brahmanas. They came home, and after some time they went back to the rishis. This is according to Brahmavad Purana.
Takže se podle té Purány, když vlastně řekli, no už jsme jednou prokli, tak to nemůžeme vzít zpátky, ale když budete takhle na té zemi, tak potom uvidíte Krišnu, zkrátka s Krišnou. A v této Puráně je řečeno, že když oni teda šli do manželky Brahmu za Krišnou a on je poslal zpátky, tak oni říkali, že nepůjdou, nechtěli jít, takže tam přiletěla letadla, která vlastně odvezla jejich vzduchoměla těla a Krišna vytvořil nová těla, která zůstala na zemi až na zpátky za svými manželi.
Is that answer? I want to talk about this Akrura God, but the time is not over. This is the place, the chapter in the Krishna book, Akrura's vision.
Že toto je místo, kde podle Krishna knížky měl Akrura tu svoji vizi.
Akrura is taking in the Akrura is bringing Krishna Balram to Mathura, and on the way he stops on the bank of the Jamuna. And he goes to take a bath, to this guy to take a bath, and he sees Krishna and Balram is on the chariot, little boys, but he sees Krishna he sees Balram in the form of Ananta Shesha, and he sees Krishna as a sitting under the hood of the Ananta Shesha. Right?
Když Akrura odvážel Krishna Balrámu do Mathury, tak se zastavili na březích Jamuny a na tomto ghátu, když vešel do vody, tak tam sice Krishna a Balráma jako chlapci seděli na voze, ale on ve vodě uviděl Balráma jako Ananta Sheshu a na něm spočíval Krishna jako Vishnu.
So this, there is so much detail to talk about this passion, but time is not there. So what is actually showing us is that Krishna and Balram showing to Akrura that Ek Padam Na Gacchati, the Shyam Sundar and Balram never leaves Vrindavan. They are always in Vrindavan. They manifest, unmanifest.
A co nám tato zabava má vlastně ukázat je, že Krishna ukazuje Akrurovi, že on neudělá ani krok z Vrindavanu, že je pořád tam, ať už je projevený nebo neprojevený.
So when Akrura was not taking the Shyam Sundar Krishna, he was taking the Vasudev Krishna, four-handed form, and he was taking not actual Balram, he was the Ananta Shesha. That's why Krishna is showing Akrura that look, don't worry, because Akrura was the uncle of Krishna, and Akrura was afraid. Akrura knew that Kamsa had called Krishna and Balram to kill them. Akrura knew that. So, and Akrura was afraid, because when Akrura went to take a bath in the Jamuna, he was afraid. He was keep looking eyes on the Krishna and Balram sitting on the chariot, keeping eyes on him, to make sure that some Kamsa doesn't send someone and kill them. He was afraid because of his love. But now when he saw Krishna wanted to show him that don't worry, your Kamsa is going to finish tomorrow. So don't be afraid. So he's showing Akrura. I'm sorry, I'm going slow. He's showing Akrura that actually I am coming in the Vishnu form. So in Mathura, Krishna is not two-handed form, Shyam Sundar. Krishna in the Mathura and Dwarka is the Vishnu form, Vasudev form, four-handed form. Of course, you see him two-handed form, but actually it's Vasudev Krishna. The original Krishna, original Krishna always lives, he never lives in that.
Krishna řekl Akrurovi, neboj. Neodvážíš z Vrindavanu Krishna jako Shyama Sundara, v podobě Shyama Sundara a Balarámu, ale ty odvážíš Vasudeva Krishnu v podobě Višnu a Balaráma jako Ananta Sheshu. A Akrura moc dobře věděl, že Kamsa chce, aby přivezl Krishnu a Balarámu, a že je chce zabít, to se tam byl velice dobře vědom. A pořád takhle hlídal Krishna a Balaráma, aby někdo třeba i na tom voze nepřišel, nezabil je. Ale Krishna mu tak ukazuje, vůbec se neboj, zítra už bude s Kamsou konec.
So this is what they are showing. This is what is showing that in Mathura and Dwarka is not a Shyam Sundar Krishna never lives in Vrindavan. Balram never lives in Vrindavan. They are always in Vrindavan. They unmanifest themselves.
A tahle zabava tedy ukazuje, že Krishna, Shyama Sundar a Balaram, že oni nikdy neopouští Vrindavan.
So there is a nice temple there.
A je tam taky krásný chrám.
Okay. So I think the time is over. In 5 minutes, another seminar is going to start. So thank you again. And if you have any questions, we can meet personally. If you want to have anything you want to know, I'm here, so we can meet personally. And Day after tomorrow will be one more seminar. We'll talk something more. Okay. But as I said, we need more time here. At least we need 1 week every day 1 week, morning 2-3 hours, evening 2-3 hours. Then we can cover everything we can cover. But it's not possible. So we'll just do one more seminar and we'll share more about little pastimes.
Hare Krishna. Jestli máte nějaké otázky, tak se můžeme ještě potkat a diskutovat to osobně. Jinak ještě pozítří bude seminář, ale samozřejmě to témata jsou tak široká, že bychom potřebovali každý den 2-3 hodiny dopoledne a 2-3 hodiny odpoledne, abychom to všechno pokryli.
Because last time I had shown this Parikrama guidebook is there, which gives the whole schedule of the whole month. This year Parikrama will start from the first day of the Kartik to the end of the Kartik. This year Kartik starts on October 17th. So Parikrama starts from October 17th up to November 15th, the end of the Kartik. And we usually give out whole schedule on what day, where we're going to be. And it gives all information, what to bring, how to take care of your health and all this, what to bring and all that information is there.
Takovou brožurku o Vražematel Parikramě, kde je vlastně rozpis všech těch míst, která se navštíví, plus tam jsou různé praktické informace, starat se s sebou. A karty, je to vlastně ta Vražematel Parikrama, celý Kartik začíná první Kartik, které to se 17. října a končí 15. listopadu.
Okay. Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Děkuji, Hare Krishna.
Vanchakalpatarubhasya kripasindhubhyascha patitanam pavanebhyo. Thank you, Hare Krishna. Thank you.